Welcome to Module 4. In Module 4, we'll be dealing with the topic of policy and regulation, taxes, standards, negotiated agreements. We're back here at our garbage station from our previous module, Module 2, and I just wanted to point out to you this sign here. Here's an example of policy and regulation in play. Examples of what we're to do and what we're not to do. What can we put in, what shouldn't we put in. These types of policies and regulations are around us all the time. Speed limits on the highway in the city, parking bans, not here, not there. These are all parts of the issues. Policy and regulations are around us all the time, whether that be this type of policy and regulation, whether it be a parking ban on the city streets during the winter, or perhaps a speed limit on the highway. Policies and regulations all around us. Learn to identify those. It's going to be a great module. Good luck. This, Jay. What module is it? Module with optimal emission levels. Ready? This is Module 3, Jay. Welcome to Module 3. In Module 3, we'll be discussing optimal emission levels, the interaction between damages and abatement costs. Now, here's a vehicle. We've all seen these. We've ridden in them. Very useful, very helpful. Have a lot of benefits associated with them. Come on down here for a second. We've all seen that as well, that tailpipe. Now this car's not running, but when it is, there's a lot of there's a lot of nasty stuff coming out of that tailpipe, and I wouldn't be sitting this close to it if it was actually running. Benefits of the vehicle, harmful emissions coming out of the tailpipe. We need to, in this module, sorry about that. Try it again?
I'm going to have to do it again because I think when I zoomed in, I lost focus.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to just make sure I've got a lot of focus on. Pretty sure I did. Let's do it again.
This whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Module 3, Jay. Welcome to Module 3. In Module 3, we'll be discussing the Welcome to Module 3. In Module 3, we'll be discussing the optimal emission levels, the issues, the benefits, and we'll be discussing optimal emission levels, the abatement costs, as well as the damages. Now, I'm standing beside an automobile. You've all seen these, ridden in one, I'm sure. A lot of benefits come from these vehicles. Can be very helpful at times, especially when you're buying a lot of groceries. Come on down here for a second. You all seen that as well. That tailpipe, where the emissions of the exhaust come out of the vehicle.
Okay. Continue on when you bend down, but for some reason, you're going out of focus when I zoom.
Okay.
I'm going to figure this out.
about this, Jay? If I do come on down here for a second, then we just cut and go down.
Good idea.
Okay.
Okay, so I already got the stand-up cart.
Yeah.
I already said let's go down.
Okay, so then just here.
Down.
Good. So this is continuing module 3, Jay. Of course, down here is where the tailpipe is. And the exhaust coming out of the tailpipe is, well, that's quite nasty stuff. If this vehicle was running, I sure wouldn't be this close to the tailpipe. Damages coming out of the tailpipe, benefits of the vehicle as a whole. How are we going to balance that? That's what this module is about. Looking at the benefits and the costs of emissions. Focus on that, this module, it's going to be successful. Good luck.
Okay, just to say something quick.
Okay, hey Jay, we're doing a sound test here in the hall. This is module
Okay, go.
Module 2, Jay. Welcome to Module 2.
Okay, go.
Environmental Economics course, Jay, Module 2. Welcome to Module 2. In Module 2, we'll be discussing this concept of externalities. Externalities. Externalities are the positive or negative effects that decisions individuals and firms make that have externalities. Welcome to Module 2. In this module, we'll be dealing with the topic of externalities. Welcome to Module 2. In Module 2, we'll be dealing with the topic of externalities. Externalities, both positive and negative. These are the costs and benefits, the negative and positive effects that individual or firms' decisions have on others around them. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, you've all seen one of these before. Recyclables, paper, organics, and garbage. Let's look into the paper. Let's look into the paper. That's not paper. All right, that was supposed to have gone into garbage. So when the recycling is done, somebody's going to have to, just like I did, take that improperly placed or misplaced, somebody's going to have to take that misplaced piece of garbage and put it into the right one. Somebody else is going to have to do that work. In other words, a cost was imposed on me that I had to take it and move it into the right one. That happens all the time on a very, very grand scale. This is just an example of one such thing. Focus on externalities, both positive and negative, Learn to identify them around in your world. That's going to be a very positive module. Good luck.
Okay, let's try. Okay.
Module 2J. Welcome to Module 2. In Module 2, we'll be dealing with the topic of externalities. The positive and negative, the benefits and the costs associated with, we'll be dealing with externalities, both positive and negative. These are the costs and benefits that actions or choices made by a firm or an individual impose on others around them. I'll give you an example. You've seen these all over campus before. Let's look into the paper slot. There it is, not paper. That coffee cup, as we all know, should be going over here into the garbage section. There's an idea, there's an example of a negative externality. An action was taken by an individual, probably a mistake, just by chance, and somebody else had to come and fix that issue, correct that, at a cost perhaps. Now, Not a big deal for me to go grab a coffee cup and put it in the right slot, but if that's done over and over again, you can imagine the cost mounting up. Focus on the causes, focus on the positive and negative externalities. Learn to identify them around in your world. It's going to be a good module. Good luck.